There is a place where the lost embers go as their light begins to fade. Ember stood still, unable to face what was to come. The wall glistened. Ember felt so afraid and alone that it was a relief to find someone to talk to. Ember froze and was too frightened to look away when they noticed a small satchel. The satchel felt heavy. Ember looked inside. The statue shone brightly in the light. There was a symbol on the floor. Ember noticed something wrong. There was a round space where something used to fit. To Ember's delight, the golden statue slid perfectly into place. those who lost their way along the path. If you find them, send them to me and I will guide them. Ember thought of those they loved, those they'd left behind. There are others lost along their journey. Find them and I will guide them. Step backwards, little ember, look behind. Upon a small grassy cliff rests a forlorn. The ghost said, "Speak and I will listen." The forest king watches the doors. The campfire will light the way. Find those who are lost. Bring embers to the fire. Travel wisely. Return if you have lost your way. The old gate was locked. The crow held its shining trophy tight. The cave entrance was overgrown with dry brambles. The stranger whispered, I've never felt that. What does it feel like? Is it nice? It sounds nice. The worm looked helpless, but as Ember picked it up, the worm let out a little yelp. The stranger blinked at Ember. Is it morning already? The stranger blinked at Ember. Is it morning already? How long have I been asleep? The door was sealed shut. The Ember was curious. I'm headed for I've heard there's a nest there. A safe place. The stranger was trapped, caught in a maze. builder in the caves. Tell them I'm sorry I never came back.